Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
We are two sisters, Southern Cooking. Facebook family and friends, we are celebrating Mardi Gras today because Mardi Gras is next week. So this weekend is Valentine's Day and then next week is Mardi Gras. So they're not having a Mardi Gras parade this year. They're going to have the parade of homes. So
we're doing a parade of ourselves.
So anywho, we are doing sticky buns today. So we are doing the cinnamon roll recipe, and then we're going to be adding our own twist onto the stuff that you did
sticky
on the
buns, right?
Yeah.
So we have yeast that's going into the mixer. We have warm milk, and then we have sugar, and we have 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. We're going to mix this together, and then we will add our dry ingredients in.
I'm going to turn it on low just to kind of combine it together. Okay, so we're back and our mixture is well combined, so we're going to go ahead and put in our salt and our 3 cups of bread flour. Now we're going to mix this together for probably about, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes?
And then we're going to set it on. Once it all combines together, then we're going to set it for 8 minutes and let it knead it up. And then we'll transfer it to a oiled bowl. Okay, we are all combined together now. We're going to set the timer for 8 minutes and let it knead it together fully. And then we'll get it out and put it in the bowl so that it can rise up for an hour to hour and a half.
So we had to add 30 seconds onto this. It was 3.5 or 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes that it took to combine it.
To combine it. So
is what it took to combine it. So now we're going to turn it back on, and we're going to do it for 8 minutes, and it's going to knead for 8 minutes. You can do it by hand. It will probably take you longer than 8 minutes doing it by hand.
Let's see you guys when we come. So we have like 1.5 minutes left in this process. So I'm going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of bread flour so it'll tighten up a little bit here. So it'll be less tacky. And I put in probably like a tablespoonful of bread flour. And we're using safe instant yeast, SAF, instant yeast, and we're also using White Lily bread flour. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay, good. That's exactly what we needed. We needed to tighten it up just a little bit. Alright guys, we'll be done here in just a couple minutes and we'll be right back.
Okay, we are going to get our dough off of this. I think it did very well.
It did very well.
It didn't even stick to the dough hook.
Adding that little extra, like a tablespoon of bread flour.
Yeah, it did very well. I'm going to roll it around in here just to cover all sides.
Okay.
Of the dough ball so that it's all oiled nice, and then we will put some plastic wrap on top, and then we'll set it up and let it set up for 1 hour to 1.5 hours to double in size. Then we'll come back and we'll roll it out and proceed. It's almost identical to a cinnamon roll setup. The only difference is what we're going to put on the bottom of the pan to make it a sticky bun.
And we'll be right back, guys. See you soon.
Our dough has more than doubled in size, actually. I'm going to put just a tad more flour on the counter here.
Wow, it has gone.
It really did.
Yeah,
it really did well. So I am going to put some flour on top of it, and then I'm going to roll it out. It needs to be rolled out about 14 by 9 size. This is the dough that I did a while back for my cinnamon rolls, and actually this is a good overall dough. When we put this on there, we can actually we can attach the cinnamon roll sticky bun portion
Yes.
to the original cinnamon roll dough, because the original cinnamon roll dough had a cream cheese icing with it, but we're doing sticky buns today, and it's the same thing other than it's just sticky buns on the bottom of it.
Correct.
Versus cream cheese
To
icing.
add in on this while she's getting this ready, I just wanted to add in a note that we actually did add our melted butter into the original ingredients. And that was not filmed on camera, so if you see it added into the ingredients and it wasn't filmed, that's because we cut the camera off and then we added it in, and I apologize for that.
We're having lots of fun today.
Yes.
We got animals running around, hollering, and we cut the camera short.
Yes.
Trying to control them.
Well, the one cat had the light over here to our left, had it rocking, like on the thing. She was rocking it. That was Callie.
Of course it was Callie.
Yes.
Okay, I have some room temperature butter that I am going to spread on here. And then I have brown sugar and cinnamon that I'm going to spread on or sprinkle on after, and then
She did mix the brown sugar and cinnamon
Together.
Off camera, so those are not on camera, but you know how to mix brown sugar and cinnamon together. It's two
Right.
simple ingredients. So.
right.
So we need a pan, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right.
That pan that has a lid, that one is the one we normally use.
Okay, I'm gonna spray it and get ready.
Okay.
Now when this is done, we have to allow this to rise for another 30-45 minutes while it's in the pan, and then we bake it. So actually, we should be putting our sticky bun ingredients in here first.
Exactly.
So once you get that done, I'll go ahead and mix that together.
Right. Go ahead and grab your ingredients for the sticky bun portion.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I'll finish up getting the cinnamon on here and then rolling it up to cut it. I also need a bread knife so that I can cut the rolls when I get it rolled out.
And your bread knife would be the serrated knife. So
Right. It makes it easier to cut.
it does, because it has an edge.
So I am sprinkling my cinnamon and brown sugar on. This is supposed to make about 9 normal size rolls. When I get this all sprinkled on, then I'll just pat it into the butter so that it sticks together really well. Now I turned my pastry board because you take the narrow end and you roll it up. And so you start with the smaller end and you roll it tightly. And don't worry about it looking like it's not gonna make very many, because the more you roll it, the wider it gets, because it spreads out. As you can see, it's already coming out on the sides the more I roll it. So I'm gonna roll it all the way, and then I'm gonna move my pastry board over and get ready to make the sticky bun portion of this. And then we'll get that in the pan first before we roll them in. As you can see, it's way wider than it looked like it was going to be at first. It filled the whole width of the pan very well. So I'm going to cut off the very edge of each end, because the very edge of it will not have any of your filling and stuff. So basically I'm going to start right in the middle. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, and I'm gonna count out. I need about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might get 10 out of it. It says you normally get 9, but I think I might get about 10. 3, 4. So what we're doing now is we're doing the sticky bun portion of this. So I'm just going to go ahead. I put sugar, salt, and our melted butter. We have 6 tablespoons of melted butter here. And we had a happy mistake. Earlier I went and I should have had room temperature butter, and I have a trick to do that in the microwave. I have a 50% power on my microwave, and I usually do it for a certain, like 15 seconds or something, and I do it at 50% and it just softens it. Well, I did it at 30 seconds, even though it was at 50%, it melted it. So I just put it aside, and I told her, I'm like, well, we have this melted butter if we need it. Sure enough, we needed it. Yes. So it worked out good. So this here, yeah, so you have this here. You're gonna put a little bit of water in here and just mix it until it's combined. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour it into our pan. And then we're going to sprinkle our pecans over it, and then we're going to put our cinnamon rolls or sticky buns over top of it. I love sticky buns, and combine that sticky bun type of, you know, dessert with a cinnamon roll. That is my favorite cinnamon roll of all time that I have ever made. Combining the two together is going to be really, really good. Yeah, we're going to do hot cross buns soon. I was talking to Elsie about that, and that is something that I know that you don't hear of anymore. People don't make that anymore. So, but I have been, the last time I made cinnamon rolls was when I went down when the baby was born, and I made cinnamon rolls at Sabrina's for them. This cinnamon roll recipe we actually made on film for the news station when Suzanne Lawler was here. So this is a really, really good recipe. So that's why I wanted to do it today and alternate and make it into a sticky bun recipe. Yeah, because we were talking about this. This is something that I wanted to do. Yeah, and I love cinnamon rolls. I love sticky buns. The combination of the two together is just divine. So it's supposed to be coarsely broken up. Some of it is a little fine. Some of it's coarse. It doesn't matter. Look at it. It's looking good. It's going to be good. All right. So you want to help me, Else? So when you're done with letting this rise, you put it in the oven, and then when it comes out of the oven, you let it cool down slightly, and then you invert it onto a platter, and then all the sticky is on top. Okay. What do you think? So we need to put one here and one here. Okay. Do you think we need to spread them out a little more? No, I think they'll be fine. Put one, yeah, right about there. That's fine. They will expand when they're rising. Like she said, they have to rise again for 30 to 45 minutes. And they will actually kind of almost double in size again. So we're going to put them on the stove top with a cover over it, and we're going to let it rise, and then we'll put it in the oven and we'll bake it. Oh my God, is this going to be good, guys? Yeah. It's going to be good, y'all. We'll see you when we're ready to get them in the oven, and we'll be right back. Hey y'all, the cinnamon rolls or the sticky buns have risen for the 30 to 45 minutes. They've doubled in size. They smell really, really good. They look delicious. Our oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and we're going to put them in and bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. And then we're going to get them out. We have to let them cool just a little bit, and then we flip them over and invert them on a pan. So we will come back once we get that done, and then show you how it looks once we've inverted them into a pan. Oh my God, it's going to be delicious, y'all. It really smells good. It does. All right, we'll see you guys when we're ready to come back. We have our sticky buns out. I have a cutting board here with the ridges on the side, so that I'm going to lay it over it and flip it over, so that if any of the liquid from the sticky buns, when we lift it off, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That looks good, y'all. It does look good. That's a success if I've seen it. Woo, doggy. Alright, I'm putting every bit of this yumminess on top of here. Because there's a little bit that was still left in the pan.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We're gonna put it over top of the areas that it looked like it got pulled away from.
Right.
So, oh my, that,
I can't wait to put some right here.
Gosh.
Right on that one.
Oh yeah.
Put some on one particular one, and that's the one I'm going to eat.
That's what else he wants. These are so big that I think I'm gonna have to split one with somebody. Cause this, woo.
I might split with you because I don't typically eat a ton of sweet.
Yeah. We don't usually eat as much sweets as everybody thinks we do because we cook a lot of sweets. We don't typically eat a lot. I mean, we will taste it and
I'm really excited about this.
oh my. That is
Really
pretty, y'all. I can't wait to try it.
All right, I think we need to put some tinfoil over it and then put it on the dessert table now.
There you go. All right, we will see you guys in our next video, and I can't wait for you guys to see this. Oh my God, this looks so scrumptious.
Yes, it does. It looks wonderful.
And I'm Debbie,
We're two sisters Southern cooking.
and we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.